Hi, I'm Dr. Sandra Prekumar. Today we'll be discussing about the treatment of acne. If you want to know in detail about the causes of acne, please see my other video. Now, acne is also known as pimples. The primary lesion in acne is known as comedones, also known as blackheads and whiteheads. Other lesions which are commonly seen in acne are the papules, the pustules, the cysts and the nodules. Now, papules are these tiny red bumps which are seen on your skin. The pustules are similar to that of a papule, but it contains pus in them. Cysts and nodules are these deep pimples which are seen beneath the skin surface. They contain pus and it could be painful. Now always remember, you need to treat your acne at the earliest stage, like when you have these comedones or papules, and not wait till it gets infected or inflamed, because this could lead to acne marks or acne scarring, which could have a negative impact on your personality. And especially in teenagers, when their personality is developing, this acne scarring or acne marks can cause a huge impact on their self-esteem. Let's talk about the treatment of acne. The first step is to use a good cleanser. Make sure the cleanser is mild and non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic means it shouldn't clog your pores and cause acne. Most of the cleansers contain glycolic acid or salicylic acid. This would help unclog your pores, remove dead skin cells and reduce sebum or oil production, hence prevent further breakouts. So make sure you cleanse your face at least twice daily. If you have more of blackheads or whiteheads, your dermatologist might prescribe you gels or creams containing adapalene or tretinoin. This should be used only at night and not in the morning, as it is photosensitive. Sun exposure can cause redness and irritation of the skin, hence it should be used only at night. In order to see good results, you need to use it consistently for 4 to 6 weeks. If you have more of pustules or pus-filled lesions, there's a bacterial infection involved. So in order to control the infection, certain topical antibiotics such as clindamycin, benzoyl peroxide or dapsone must be used, along with oral medications or oral antibiotics such as minocycline, doxycycline or azithromycin must be used for a short period of time in order to control the infection. If you have severe acne or cystic or nodular cystic acne, oral isotretinoin is required. Sometimes in women, they can develop acne along the jawline, over the chin and over the lower cheeks. Now this could be related to PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome. So, in order to control the hormonal fluctuation, oral contraceptives and anti-androgens may be required. Treatments which can be done at the clinic for acne are: first is a comedone extraction. If the blackheads and the whiteheads haven't cleared up with topical medications, your dermatologist might use special tools to gently remove them. Second is a chemical peel. In this, a chemical solution is applied on the top layer of your skin, which gently exfoliates or removes the top layer of your skin and allows new healthy skin to come through. Now, the benefits of chemical peel is that it will smoothen the texture and the tone of your skin, it will lighten out all the dark spots or the acne marks, it will unclog your pores and prevent further breakouts. So depending on your skin type, your dermatologist will decide the right kind of peel for you. Third is IPL or intense pulse light. Acne-prone skin can be treated effectively with IPL. This will reduce the severity and the number of active lesions and prevent further breakouts in the future. This treatment can be combined with all the other treatments and give good results. Here are certain tips to prevent acne breakout. The first tip is to use a good cleanser. Make sure you cleanse your face twice in a day. If you have dry or sensitive skin, you can cleanse your face once in a day. Second is to use a good moisturizer. Make sure that your moisturizer is non-comedogenic, lightweight or water-based. So the most common question among my patients is that, do I really need to moisturize my oily skin? The answer is yes. Because external factors like sun exposure or pollution can cause damage to the skin barrier and can cause water loss. And also certain topical acne medications can cause dryness of the skin. So in short, you need to moisturize your skin. Third is to use a good sunscreen. It has to be oil-free and non-comedogenic, and make sure that the SPF of the sunscreen is 30 or above. Fourth is, if you're using makeup, make sure that your makeup is oil-free or non-comedogenic, and always remember to remove your makeup before you sleep. The fifth point is that avoid harsh scrubbing of the skin, because this could irritate your skin and can lead to further breakout of the skin. Avoid squeezing or popping your pimples. Certain bacteria which are present in your fingers are introduced into the skin. This can cause your blackheads and the whiteheads to get infected and larger. And also this can damage the deeper layers of your skin. It can cause blemishes or acne scars. So avoid touching or squeezing your pimples. Next, if you're having active acne, you should avoid getting facial massages or facial cleanups, as this could stimulate your oil glands to produce more oil and can cause acne. 80% of your acne can be improved by diet, especially if you're having hormonal or PCOD related acne. You need to take fruits and vegetables that are brightly colored like carrot, pumpkins, bell peppers. All of these contain high amount of antioxidants and keep the toxins away. And also limit the intake of dairy or milk products and certain refined sugars and refined carbohydrates, which includes your pastries, burgers, pastas, milkshakes, chocolates. All of these can trigger your acne. Also, you need to take a good intake of water. Drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water, and this doesn't include your juice, your tea, coffees. Plain water intake is necessary to keep your skin hydrated. Also, you need to exercise for 30 minutes. This will increase the blood supply to your skin and keep the skin healthy. Lack of sleep and stress can also cause acne. So aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day. Last but not the least, make sure that you wash your pillowcases or any other thing which has contact with your acne prone skin, like the surface or the screen of your phone. All of these can contribute to acne. If you find this video useful and you have any doubts or queries, please leave a comment below.